I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. Come on in, everybody. Grand Rising. Okay, we got a lot to talk about. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all know how we do it. If you can hear the sound of my voice, just to make sure that y'all can hear me, go ahead, put your city, your state, your country, your island, wherever you are coming from into the chat so that I can give you guys a shout out real quick. What is up? I appreciate you, Aliski Williams, for being a member for 11 months. I appreciate that. Come on in, everyone. Come on in. ATL is in the house. What's up? What's up? I see New York. Come on in. ATL again. What's up? Louisiana, Chicago, Maryland, Philly, NYC again. Y'all come on in. We got plenty to talk about, child. There were some learning moments over here. It brought back some memories for me, okay? Come on in. Phoenix, what's up? New York, Yonkers, Greensboro, North Carolina, what's up? St. Louis, hey, hey, hey. What's up, Louisiana? Upper Marlboro, Maryland, what's up? Pensacola, what's up? Come on in, everybody. I appreciate everybody joining me on this Sunday. 146 of you are in the chat. Make sure y'all hit my like button, please, and thank you. If you are a new subscriber, I appreciate that too. I got a lot of new subscribers off of my last video, so welcome. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Also, my day ones, a lot of y'all have been here for a minute, like Miss Gloria from the Lou. What's up, Gloria? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up? Yazzie, Georgia, Wisconsin, Chicago. So listen, you guys, we got some things to talk about. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate you. Jamaica's in the house. What's up, Jamaica? What's up, Kansas? I appreciate that. St. Kitts, what's up? What's up, DMV? What's up, Layla? I appreciate you for stopping through, coming by. Come on, Baton Rouge. What's up? What's up? We got Jamaica. Well, New York via Jamaica is in the house. Clinton. We got Alan. What is this? Atlanta, Georgia. I'm thinking that's what you meant to say. Maybe you're saying Atlanta, Georgia, and you're saying Atlanta, Georgia. I get it. I get it. Come on in, Columbus, Norway. Anyway, listen, y'all, we got some shit to talk about. So I done said hello for a couple of minutes. I had y'all take a poll at the top of my chat. Make sure y'all take that poll, child, because listen, a whole lot of people been talking and, you know, kicking up dust. But people, we know, especially women. I shouldn't even say especially women because men do this too. We do not fool with people that used to fool with somebody that we dated and stuff like that. At least I've never have. I shouldn't put those words in y'all mouth. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Maybe there are people that are friends. Y'all know, like Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. They still, you know, hang out with Will's ex-wife, and that seems like a nice, happy family. This isn't a family situation, though. Come on in. We got St. Louis Metro, South Carolina. We got Arizona in the house. Come on in, Wisconsin. Especially not a lion one. Okay, child. Lies and more lies is in the building, child, giving her thoughts. Anyway, 260 of you are here right now watching. I appreciate that. Thank you. Come on in as we go. I'm gonna put myself on camera. Give me a second though, because I gotta do something real quick. Keep talking to each other in the chat. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get myself on camera real fast. Here we go. All right. Diana from St. Louis. Welcome, St. Louis. Come on in. I got on my regular hat today. It's like a blue fedora with my leopard band. And I'm wearing my Tina Turner rock and roll tee. Okay, what's love got to do with it? Not a damn thing. Okay, nothing. All right, y'all. We're about to we're about to get into it. Okay, got my black phone. My notes are here. Woo. Did y'all see that shit? Did y'all see it? Did y'all see what happened on that show last night? I had taken a poll. TikTok is back up. First, let's say thank you, TikTok. Thank you for coming back up, child, because it was I had a horrible sleep. I like to watch TikTok and laugh before I go to bed at night, child. I didn't know how dependent I was on that damn app. Come on in, child. We talking about Trisha. We're talking about Ken. We're talking about the Fletchers. Trisha and Melody at the end, Destiny and Sunny. Come on in. Come on in. Okay. Whew. Maybe there was some overlap that wasn't supposed to be dating. Bronx, New York, Florida. Okay, come on in. Make sure y'all take that poll. Let me see how many of you have hit my like button. It's telling me that over 300 of you are here right now, which means what? We should have at least half. Do I have half? Nope. I should at least have at least 164 likes. So we are missing the likes. Come on, hit that like button, child. Please and thank you. Hey, Phyllis, I see you. That whole TikTok was a setup. I don't know. At the end of the day, the United States has made several demands. Sell it, meaning give us the money. And now what they're basically saying is give us some control and half of the money. So it's still a situation where they're asking for money. What TikTok did on Saturday, not even at midnight, they didn't even wait till the full 19th, child. But what they did was said, I'm calling your bluff. We're pulling the app. They don't want to give the money. They make over $1 billion something a year on the app. And to be honest, the app actually has more. I know people say that it's the same. It really isn't the same. When we heard about the fires in California, they really focused only on the Palisades on, the regular platforms. They didn't talk about those Black communities that were getting burned down. They didn't show, real life testimony from people that were living in those areas the way TikTok did. So it's interesting. No, they don't. I see you first, last. So we have to pay attention because they're taking a lot of our history, right, out of the history books, all those things. And if you run a platform like I do on IG, I get dinged all the time. I've gotten dinged twice for sharing information that they don't want me to share in my IG stories, a story that actually shows up and disappears. They will ding you even for that, and basically said to me, they do not want me to discuss political things. They literally sent me the message. I was like in awe and shocked, but it just goes to show you where it's going. For sure. 400 of you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Clone in the house. Clone in the house is my real sister. We got the same mama, same daddy. Okay. Anybody that you see with a wrench behind their name, they are here to make sure that you have a good time in the chat. They're volunteering their time. Okay. I don't care if we have different opinions because we are not robots, baby. We're going to have different thoughts and opinions. We don't have the, same background outside of my sister. And even me and my sister have different thoughts about stuff. But outside of that, keep it cute. Don't come after me either. You'll get timed out or completely banned from the platform just because you don't know how to give an opinion without going back and forth with people or cussing people out, right? What's up, Kevin? I appreciate you stopping through. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. Y'all saw the picture, right? Let me put it back up. So this is the picture that I had did for my thumbnail. Y'all saw that. The historian said you got dinged on IG regarding something political too. Yeah, it actually says on the platform, it's a part of the rules. It says you are not allowed to talk about political news if you have a certain type of platform. I'm not allowed to talk about political news, which is amazing. I didn't even know that, but it's a way to censor, right? It's a way to censor. Everybody loves to say freedom of speech. Baby, nothing is free. Nothing is free. But anyway, let's get to it. 463 of you are here and watching. Hit my like button, please, and thank you. And we are about to start it off with the first scene. First scene is Chris and Nell Fletcher. So y'all know I say that Chris and Nell Fletcher are basically boyfriend and girlfriend. Nell Fletcher is about to marry her boyfriend after 30 long years, okay? They had got married the first time at this dingy-ass courthouse. What's up, Linda Gamble? At this dingy-ass courthouse. And, you know, I guess it's time to renew the vows and to bring new memories because Nell Fletcher's mom had passed away on their anniversary 5 years ago, I think she said it was, something like that, 5 years ago. So now they want to make new memories, which is great. But according to that preview that played out for next week, I think something horrible is going to happen again on their doggone anniversary, okay? And it looked like it was with the minister. So child, who knows? But anyway, they're here. They're, you know, doing a walkthrough at this indoor-outdoor venue. It's really, really pretty. It seats up to 250 people on the outside. Chris and Nell Fletcher on the platform, on the stage. He's trying to make her laugh and, you know, kiss her and stuff, child. Anyway, like I said, Nell Fletcher blushes when that man is flirting with her. Like that is her boyfriend still. After 30 years, he knows how to do it. They were missing their youngest son, though. So I think it was not Lexi. I got the name wrong. Whatever Chris's and Nell Fletcher's daughter is, Lance Fletcher and little Chris. They were all coming through. Little Chris finally makes it. When he sees his daddy, he's very much a daddy's boy. You can tell. He hugs his dad, you know, really happy to see him. He forgot to say hello to his mama. She's like, hey, Chris, you know, like, do I get a hug, child? But he was about to walk right around her. And he was like, oh, yeah. And he hugged her. Now, I did see that. I do believe that, you know, his mama loves him and all the things. But little Chris Jr., he did try to play his mama for half a second. She checked him, though. Okay. Anyway, they end up talking about, you know, what the kids were going to do to help this big day along. And Lance, who was initially given the job of the music, I guess, finding the DJ and whomever, he says, listen, let's give little Chris something to do because we love to say that he's irresponsible, that he can't do certain things. We're going to start treating him like a big boy. Okay. Let's go on ahead and give him the music part because he likes music. They do that. It was really interesting. I like to see them as a family. They really do know how to put on for the camera, I'm going to say. Now, was they, you know, having a real moment? Sure. But they are an entertaining family when it comes to the cameras. You said it's sad that they didn't include Chris as a DJ or whatever. Well, you know, you gotta pick your moments. Chris does get himself into a lot of trouble. That's what Nell Fletcher said in the previous scene. One of the previous scenes, she said, I don't even got money to pay for our wedding because this boy goes to jail so much. I done wasted all my damn savings trying to get him out. So there is some stuff happening. But you saw his bigger brother saying, listen, we're going to bring him in. Let's bring him in. Let's make him a part of this. And since he's into music, he can have the music piece. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get all of us together so that we can go visit grandma at the grave site. So it was a moment. It was a moment that people really do have, you know what I'm saying? So I did appreciate it. But that was pretty much it. We're moving on to the next. We got Trisha and her two kiddos. They are at some sort of spot. I thought that this was a spot that Stormy said she was going to sue because she said it was, I think it may have been the same place, allegedly. I remember her writing something on Facebook about it, but it's like a little gym type of thing where you can go in and do like these zip lines and you fall into these little cushions and sponges and stuff. Anyway, I think Trish called it a trampoline place. Anyway, she takes her son and daughter there. They have a little little family moment, which was cute. Trisha's daughter, I think her name is Zaria. She's into gymnastics. She shows her a lot on her IG page, the trampoline part. She shows her a lot on her IG page. So Zaria is running around there doing cartwheels and flips, child, on the trampoline. It was pretty cool. Even her son was doing the zip line and all that stuff. That looked cool. Unfortunately for Trisha, as muscular as she is, as in shape as she is, she attempted to do the zip line. I don't even think she went down 3 seconds before she fell on the ground, okay? And not even on the cushion part. She fell on the literal ground. The kids were running to her talking about, Mama, you okay? I thought that shit was hilarious. Anyway, she seemed to be okay. But they get her up. They end up having a heart-to-heart. That would totally be me. Yeah, I was laughing because I was like, I ain't zipline and I don't care what it is, even though I have before, child. So she has this heart-to-heart with her kiddos about the current family dynamic, okay? 555 of you are here. Make sure you hit my like button, please, and thank you. And she asked the kids if they were happy, okay? She said, are you happy with the way things are with our current family dynamic and stuff like that? Her daughter, who I believe might be like somewhere between 11 and 13, her daughter is nodding her head and smiling. She looks exactly like Trisha and Marquez, okay? They both look like the best of their parents. But she's nodding her little head with her Afro puff and she's smiling. And the son says something like, there's a lot of unnecessary drama, basically. So the son is like, there's a lot of unnecessary drama. And Trisha pipes in and goes, I know, I agree. There's no reason for all of us not to get along, right? So this is what Trisha's saying to the kids, but you can tell there is a moment in every family, and I mean every family, where the kids are going to be a little more mature than the parent. And this is what was happening in this space. When parents, especially when they are broken up and shit like that, you're going to start having conversations with your kids where you realize they're not kids anymore. They're not kids anymore. And they are smarter than you. They're over whatever it is you're not over. And this was one of those moments that you could tell. So while she's having this conversation with them, the kids are like, you know, we for whatever reason we don't seem to be getting along. It seems really ridiculous to me. She agrees. Then she decides to tell him, well, actually, before that even happened, little Zaria says to her mama, I need you to find a way to be happy. I need you to be happy. And she's smiling at her, be happy, be happy and calm. This is what her daughter is saying to her. And it's kind of feeding into some of the stories that we've heard that Trisha might be a little, over the top, a little too punchy at times when she doesn't have to be, aggressive, making things seem like every moment seem like it has to be a fight. But the daughter is saying to her, I need you to be calm. I would love for you to be happy. That's another little moment where we could see that the kids are wanting more or better for you than you want for yourself. But after saying that, Trisha says, well, me and your father are going to get a divorce. And they basically said, well, damn, we thought y'all were already divorced. So all of the stuff that we've heard Marquez say, all of the stuff that we've heard Trisha say, the kids are already there. The kids are where the parents are not. And I really love that part of the scene. I feel that this is true for most kids. It was true for me when I was a damn kid. Child, y'all say everything right in front of me. I know what's going on. I have worked it out. It is what it is. But they basically said, we already knew. And not only did we already know, we thought y'all were divorced already. Trish says, well, why did you think that? Where did you hear that from? And her son, whose name is Xavier, says, listen, Dad, of course, Dad's crying ass is going to tell me everything, child. Like at this point, y'all just need to get it together. Now, a lot of people are saying that they need therapy. We'll get there. They do need therapy. Not just Trish. Trish and Marquez need therapy. They both are in a really backed up space, years and years. If they were dating each other when they were in high school, they still engage each other like they were in high school. They still push each other's buttons the same way they would when they were in high school. And you can definitely tell, okay? But at the end of the day, after Xavier says that he knows, he asked her, do you plan on getting married? Do you plan on getting married? And she said, as quick as a day, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon, okay? I don't know. Then she stops herself. She takes that little moment and she goes, well, not right now. Not right now, okay? She said she still needed some self-evaluation. And I was like, okay, baby, that's the right thing to say. The son says, I get it. So the kids definitely know. The kids definitely know all the shit that people think they're hiding from their kids. And, oh, they're just kids. They don't know. And keep a kid in a kid's place, baby. The kids always know. Just know that. The kids always know. So you're not saving them from anything. But that is how the scene ends. I do believe Xavier is off to college. So I know he's like probably in that 17, 18-year-old space. Like I said, the daughter's preteen or, just hit her teen. So, they got very smart kids. You raise your kids to be smart, but you want them to be very dumb about you. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. So anyway, moving on to the next. Miss Trisha visits Nell Fletcher at her house, right? Nell has a whole spread, drinks, food. She wants Trisha to feel very, very comfortable, baby, because she's about to get into it. And she does not hold back. She gets right to the bottom of things and said, listen, everybody's saying that you had something going on with Martell, which isn't even code at this point. She's point blank asking, did you fuck Martell or nah? She says it. Did you F Martell or nah? And then she said, I know y'all grown, but what really happened? Did y'all watch a movie? What? Because at this point, Trisha, you haven't been able to say it to anybody else. I'm going to need you to say it to me. And I appreciated that moment, child. It took me back some memories. And I had to say, when people were talking about how Nell Fletcher wasn't a mentor, this is a, what's the version? A life mentor, not a life coach, because a life coach says things to you in a very nice way. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be professional. Did you do this? Da-da-da. You need someone to just break it to you. And it can't be your mama or your daddy kind of thing. It got to be somebody who loves you and doesn't judge you, who's not really trying to tell you what to do, but they'll tell you stories about the shit they used to do so that you can learn something. That's a life mentor. Okay, everybody needs one. I believe Maya Angelou, I think it was Oprah always used to say, listen, Maya Angelou is my life mentor. This is what's needed here, okay? Because a life mentor would have said to Trisha, where you going, girl? You know what I'm saying? You got to be like a friend to, where you going? And then, oh, I'm about to go over to Martell's house. For what? And then she'll be like, oh, we're supposed to work out. And you know what a life mentor would say? Don't stay too long. Don't stay too long. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And then if you need some extra, let me tell you what happened when I used to go over to this man's house to exercise. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. We don't need people who act like, they was a virgin right up until their wedding day. We don't need people who read the Bible to you. You need somebody who's lived some shit and can say, listen, girl, don't stay too long. Don't stay too long. And what's not staying too long? Once you get there, if y'all ain't working out, it's time to go. That's what staying too long is. Did he offer you a movie? Oh, you stayed too long. Did he ask you, did you want some juice? Oh, you stayed too long. You went there for something that had nothing to do with the purpose that you were there for. Okay, that's number one. She has said this. She has said the same exact thing to Nell Fletcher. We've heard her say already to Ken, but that's not the point. The point is sometimes you have people who might not have that type of life experience and they let bullshit come on them, which is exactly what Trisha did. Because at this point, even if she said that she didn't get the D, then you messed up. You might as well have got it because nobody believes that you didn't. You know what I'm saying? She has gotten herself into a place where if Martell would have swallowed a peanut and had a heart attack and she gave that man CPR and called the ambulance, nobody would say Trisha saved that man's life. What they would say is, what the hell was you doing over there? And why was you there that long where that man would have had a heart attack in front of you? It's never going to be the solution of it. It's always going to be the problem. And that is what happened. And when Nell Fletcher said, and this is exactly what she said, and this is what I meant by life mentor. Once you figured out that y'all wasn't working out, you should have got the hell up out of there. And I said, baby, that's a life mentor. Kudos. That's exactly what you need, a life mentor. She wasn't supposed to stay. She wasn't supposed to stay and let that man talk to her about his wife, his kids, his nothing. You went there to work out. Once you figured out you weren't working out, you stayed too long, period. And every young person, I don't care. Hell, you need a life mentor no matter what age you are. Because even Nell Fletcher in the scene was saying, the only person I ever talked to about my problems was my mama, and I don't trust anybody else. You need a life mentor for every phase of your life, okay? And when you have one, those are the people that talk to you through stories and give you the answers that you need. And and Trisha needed one. She did not know how to move beyond that. You let that man get you over there. And whether if he made a move or not, you stayed around long enough for him to make one. Okay. Trisha ended up saying he was a perfect gentleman. He just talked to me about this. He never made a move on me. It does not matter. It does not matter anymore. Now, this is reality TV, so it is what it is. But in real life, a life mentor would tell you when you brought that story back to them, I love you. Don't tell nobody else that story except for me, okay? Because people will judge you. That's what a life mentor would do. It's the same thing Dyana used to talk about. Don't talk to your mama, your sister, or any of those people because they're going to judge you. You got to put your secrets with a person who's going to help you navigate life. And she did not do it. Okay, so they end up also talking about losing family. Trisha lost her mother, her father, her sister. Nell Fletcher talks about her mother. They bond over how they're not dealing with grief well. They basically said at the end of the day, people think that we're angry. We like to kind of withdraw from people, withdraw from life. We really just want to be left alone. Nell Fletcher said, I always thought I was okay until I talked to you. And now I see myself in you. And I know that I do have a problem. So that's how Nell Fletcher put it. Okay, like, damn, girl, we really are effed up. Okay, what's up, Cookie? Come on in. Thank you for stopping by. And look, a lot of people are saying you don't have to believe a word Trisha said. And I'm telling you right now, it does not matter if you believe it or not, because this is the type of shit you get yourself into when you don't know better. Sometimes you could just be in the car. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't rob the bank. I was just in the car. It does not matter. You went to the bank with the person who robbed the bank. So you're just as guilty. It is one of those situations. Now, Martell said he didn't bump her. Trisha said she didn't bump him. It is what it is. Nobody believes her, including Ken at this point. You done let this whole lie spread all over the universe. And at this point, all you can do is take the hit and keep it moving. Nell Fletcher says in confessional. Nell Fletcher said in confessional, Trisha waited too long. Trisha waited too long to get the truth out. She should have got ahead of it before it effing started. And if she would have, it would have been what it would have been, okay? I really don't actually care about whether or not Trisha slept with the man or not, because, it doesn't do anything for me. All I'm saying is it does not matter at this point, truth or lie. It is what it is. Everybody seems to be caught up on that part. But the truth of the matter is most people don't tell what they've done. Most people don't. We remember Melody when she had her reunion and Carlos was like, Melody, most people remember if they have a blankety blank in their mouth. Yeah, most people do, but it's none of your fucking business. So when I say I don't remember, take it for what it is. When Stormy tried to hit her with it, she said, I don't talk like that. It is what it is. People don't have those conversations, but you got to know when to cut it off. Period. You got to know when to cut the conversation off. And unfortunately for her, she did not know. Now, like I said, this is reality TV, so it is what it is. But in real life, people shouldn't do none of this. Don't do it. Okay? Because it doesn't look good. Okay? It's none of your business. Say that and mean it. But you don't have to keep explaining it. You shouldn't have to keep explaining it, and you shouldn't have other people telling your business for you. All of those are problematic. Okay? I think most of us agree with that. Most of us agree with that. Martell is a dirty dick mofo. He came on the show letting us know that. He came on the show letting us know that. So there's a lot of women that he has been with. The truth of the matter is, not everybody needs to know all of everybody's business. And there's a lot of people fighting to know business that don't belong to them. That's why I was trying to give y'all this nice little speech about having people in your life who can tell you when to shut up, because it's necessary. 922 of you are here. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Hit the like button for me, please, and thank you. Okay? Sometimes we forget, child. We are sexual beings. I think they said every eight seconds you think about what? Food, sex, or sleep. Okay? Every 8 seconds you have to discipline your mind to do the job you're supposed to do, so that you're not, oh, I'm bored. I'm hungry. I want to do this. I want to do that. Every 8 seconds. The truth of the matter is, did Trisha do something? Even if she didn't, she did. Those are the facts. Even if she didn't, she did at this point. It does not matter. Okay? Come on in. All right, let's get to the next one. Ken meets with his friend Will. Will actually looks like a guy named William that I used to go to school with. We were in school from like elementary all the way through high school, I think. He looks exactly like him, except, the Will that's on TV is much younger. I shouldn't say much, child, but he's younger. Come on in. When her tombstone says 2019. So this is a good question. This was a debate the other day. What I want to know is, why did she say she passed during COVID when the tombstone says 2019? So y'all know COVID is called COVID-19 for COVID 2019, because that's actually when it hit, right? It hit in 2019. We didn't get orders to stay in place until 2020, though. And I remember that because it was my mother's birthday. So on the day of my mama's birthday, that's when they said, we're shutting down everything, everybody stay in place. But it actually hit in 2019, and California is a state that it came in on first. People were dying. They didn't know what it was. They were calling it SARS, I believe. And then we started closing the borders with New York and all the other places. But that's why. So she's actually giving you some dates that would have happened. I think it was September 2019. That would have been correct. That would have been correct. People just didn't have, the government didn't tell us what it was. The government didn't tell us until a few months after they, they had a better understanding of it. Does that make sense? So it's actually 2019. So when they call it C19, it's because it actually started in 2019. Okay. So Kim meets with Will, his good friend. I actually appreciate these conversations, child. It was actually before that. I see you, Zane, but it was before that. The cases were before that. I was working at a pediatrics office when it first hit. So we were getting some different information, but it hit before that. I'm a healthcare professional. It hit in it hit in the spring. It was announced in the spring. It was announced in March of 2020. They didn't realize that some of the cases were. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, back to it. Ken is with his friend Will. They are sitting down. They're having this conversation. Ken is basically saying to Will, listen, I guess this is his person that he always chit chats with. He says, Trisha's basically defensive anytime I try to talk to her about this whole Martell thing. She's always accusing me of accusing her about lying about Martell, and I don't know what to do. I'm at my wit's end. We can't have a normal conversation. Everything turns into a fighting match about everything. Will says, well, if she's fighting you back, do you think she's guilty? To which Ken says, no. Ken says, I know her better than she knows herself. Actually, I know her better than she knows herself. And at the end of the day, I don't believe that she's done anything. However, he said, I just want to be able to work it out because there is some deceptive shit around this story. There's a lot of deceptive things that's happening around this story. He then Ken tells us that Trisha has a lot of trust issues and that Marquez messed her up. And he just wants her to get past it because he's filling everybody's cup except his. He says, I fill the kids' cup. I fill her cup. By the time I get to me, there's nothing left. And that's when Will says to him in a very one-on-one, listen, I've known you for a very long time, man. He says, you have been simping. He says, you've been simping for everybody you get with. Basically, he says, you're always giving away way more than you ever get back. And he said, after 5 years of this woman being with a man that they've been separated, they're apparently separated from, he says, are you even sure that she wants to get a divorce? And that's when Ken basically throws up every red flag there is. And he says, listen, at the end of the day, when it's time for me to leave, I know when to leave. But I'm just trying to get us to a place where she and I can talk about things. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to find someone else, because other people out there in them streets is going to be just as deceptive, just as much of a liar. Like he basically said he did not want to find another woman because he thinks that another woman will be exactly the same as Trisha. So he might as well work with the woman he has. This is his explanation. And when he says it, his friend bucks his eyes open like, well, damn, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you are truly in a messed up spot at the end of the day. And I also got the impression that the friend Will does not like Trisha that much. I think that he was like, you've been telling me the same damn story for the last couple of months or years, however long they've been involved. You've been telling me the same story. And he said, I've never said this to you before, but when is enough enough? When are you going to leave? Because this woman is not the woman for you. Okay? I don't think that Ken liked that much. But he did say it. It is what it is, child. What can you do? So Ken is the same with every woman. So Ken is, it sounds like Ken has he dates pretty much the same. You find a woman, you're trying to convince her that he's the right one. He's doing all the things allegedly to convince her that he's the right one. But according to Trisha, whatever she was saying to the kids, she said at the same point, I got to find myself. Like, Ken is not the perfect relationship for me. I still need to figure shit out for me. So right now, these two are just working through it. It sounds like Ken is settling out of fear. So yeah, that's where they are right now. He's feeling like she still hasn't been completely honest about whoever, maybe other men overlapping Marquez. Who would that be? We know about one man, and I really don't care what Marquez says if you guys are sharing stuff about Marquez, because we know that, well, some of us know that Marquez is not as truthful as he wants people to think either. But Marquez told, the story was Trisha was dating Ken when they were married, and now they're going through their divorce. Somehow Martell creeps in, if you believe they slept together or not. It does not matter because that is going to stay on her back forever. She's not going to convince anyone otherwise. Ken is there for TV opportunities. I wouldn't doubt it. I think that they're all there for TV opportunities and any opportunity that you get outside of TV, because telling these stories in front of an audience for all of us to judge, it's not because they're just, trying to help you out. They're not trying to help you out. They're trying to get paid. We gotta stay focused here, child. Don't let people trick you. Everybody on this show is telling these stories for a paycheck and to grow their businesses or whatever else they got going on outside of this show. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much it. The next scene is Nell Fletcher visiting her mother's gravesite. She's doing this with her son, with her children, and her husband. And it was a decent scene. I liked it. I like that Nell was able to get it out, but she does need to go to therapy still. Nell Fletcher also needs to go to therapy. In fact, everybody on this show probably should be in therapy. Okay, April Morgan got a problem with somebody, child. I'm not a Marquez fan, so I'm not gonna ever say anything to bump him up. All right, let's get to this last scene, which is the bachelorette party, child. This is where it all goes down. Hold on. Personally, in my opinion, ooh, Cool Cat. Cool Cat is not on anybody's side either, child. So we're at the bachelorette party. Now, this was an interesting party. It looks like it was happening in the middle of day. They're at this storefront type of building. It's all glass. There was supposed to be strippers there, but I don't know. Melody walked in and said she had things to do with the kids later on that evening, so she waiting for the kids to get out of school. It's definitely not the traditional party space or even party time, because we know that Nell Fletcher actually likes to go out to clubs with rap music and party. But the way these ladies are having this daytime bachelorette party was absolutely hilarious. Okay, so they're having a daytime bachelorette party. We got a half-naked man, a half-naked woman who was bored and sitting in the corner. They weren't even using them correctly. But Trisha is the first to show up, and Destiny attempts to give her a drink, and she said, "Nope, I'm not drinking today." Destiny asked why. Is it because you was acting a fool over there at the graduation? And she said, "Yep." She said, "Yep, that's part of it." And then she reminds Destiny, "You was acting the same fool the other day when we were on the rooftop at your party, telling people not even people, telling Nell Fletcher who she's allowed to invite to her party and who she's not allowed to invite." So she basically corrects her with that little situation, which was funny. But she said, I'm going to keep it clean. Okay. The venue looked like Destiny, low budget. The actual space was cute. I will say that whoever owns the space, it was a cute space. It's just not the space you were expecting for a damn bachelorette party. I was like, who has a daytime bachelorette party? They didn't have no hats. They didn't have no nothing. They have no nothing. They had like literal snacks on the table. I don't know if food was coming out, but just snacks on the table. And they were sitting in a circle. For what? I've never seen anything like that before. That was my first time. So I was cracking up thinking, now I got to get the kids later. So I can't stay, which is what Melody says. Okay. But I was like, couldn't y'all at least have the party at 7 p.m., child? Anyway, after Trish and Destiny do their little greetings and salutations, here comes Kimmy and Trisha, Kimmy and Tisha. Now they walk in. This is important. When they walk in, everybody's hugging on each other. They are shoulder shimmying. They're, girl, you look cute. The whole nine. Everybody is giving each other really good energy, and it's being reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? The whole group. is giving each other good energy at this point, and it's being reciprocated. We see Kimmy grab a drink, Tisha grabs a drink, and then Melody walks in the door. And as soon as Mel walks in, you can tell that everybody's energy drops about 1,000 decimals. Like it went from, whoa, we partying to like you heard the record scratch. And everybody's just like looking, and they're trying to pretend. They're trying to pretend like they're okay when you can tell that they're not okay. Now, I don't know if anybody else was paying attention to that, because Melody walks in. She's like, hey, everybody, how's it going? Not one person got up to hug her. Not one person, nobody was like, hey, Mel. It was none of that. And I thought that that was interesting. And I kind of feel personally that this party may have happened probably right after Kiki's passing. Because I was like, wait a minute. We know that Tisha did not go to the mimosas with Mel. She didn't go to the graduation party. So those were two events that Tisha did miss. So Melody and Tisha doesn't have any interaction. But everybody else did. Like Kimmy kept talking to her. And Kimmy's really the only one keeping the energy good. Destiny's pissed because she didn't get invited to mimosas with Mel. She didn't get invited, so she's pissed, I'm assuming, sitting on the couch with Tisha. But when Mel realizes that people are, giving her funky energy, she sits herself down on the other side, and she immediately says, I can't stay. I'm going to be going home. Okay. So you hoes can fix your face because I'm leaving. All right. I will be leaving. Y'all can do whatever y'all going to do. Anyway, Kimmy tries to bring her in, and she was like, well, we're going to be doing face painting later. Melody, we're going to be doing face painting later. You're going to leave before the painting? And before Melody can get the words out and say, yes, I'm leaving, Tisha says, well, yeah, because she's wearing white. And I said, Tisha, you're wearing white, head to toe, pants and shirt, white. Melody had on jeans and a white shirt. And Tisha was trying to get Melody up out the building by saying she was wearing white. Like, yeah, let's all be behind Melody leaving. So there was a little bit of funky ass energy in that space. Clearly. Okay. But again, I don't know when these things were filmed, because Tisha and Melody are sitting in the same place for the first time. Okay. For the first time in a minute. People are saying that Kimmy is a troublemaker. Kimmy is a troublemaker and a snake. Well, I'm going to tell y'all something. If Kimmy didn't start this shit, we wouldn't have any conversation, because this is the problem with the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast. They don't know how to keep these scenes moving. And they've hired people. I say we, chime on the we part. They've hired people to keep this stuff going, and it never moves. You know what I'm saying? So Kimmy has she's being the real bone carrier. And she said, listen, to Melody, not to Melody. She said to the group, she said, listen, y'all, we have a bad habit of getting together. And all of us are in our own little world, our own little space. It's always giving funky ass energy. Can we please actually just have a good time and talk about whatever the problem is so that we can get over it? This is what Kimmy says to the group. And then she looks over at Trisha and said, well, Trisha, have you talked to Mel? Do you have anything you'd like to say? Trisha immediately says no. Okay. Kimmy was trying to earn that check. Let her earn it, baby. Listen, we have already told, who is it? Tiffany, get the fuck on, stay out of people's business. Everybody was cussing her out every damn episode. Who else have we cussed out who tried to, keep the group conversations going? Pretty much everybody. Kimmy knows she ain't liked, so let her do it. Let her do it. She's actually saying what everybody wants to happen. At the end of the day, we are walking into these spaces. We change our tune. Let's talk about it. Trisha says no. And then Melody decides, you know what? This is my shit. Everybody's here on my shit. So let me ask questions for me. Trisha, do you have a problem with me? And this is an important moment because we have not seen this a lot. Bring Tiffany back. Tiffany never coming back. Tiffany never's coming back. She has been ran off. First season, Tiffany was there. Y'all know people was sending her death threats and the whole nine, child. She ain't coming back. But Kimmy got it started. At the end of the day, tell your point. After she says it, Melody basically said, go on ahead and pipe down, girl. I will handle this. This is my shit. And she asked her point blank, do you have an issue with me, Trisha? Do you have an issue with me? Trisha rolls her eyes up into the middle of her head and she said, no. And Kimmy says, well, that ain't what you said the other day, okay? That ain't what you said the other day. Now, is Kimmy carrying a bone? For sure. But she's supposed to get the shit on the table. That ain't what you told me the other day. Melody goes, right, because when you and I talked, this is what you told me, Trisha said. And then Trisha said, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say it like that. What I said was, when you was at my son's graduation, you was kind of instigating things, talking about I'm still in love with Marquez, and I didn't like that, okay? And Melody was like, well, wait a minute. Let's stop it right now because we all gave opinions. We all gave opinions, including the person who's this party is being thrown for, okay? So if that's the case, do you have a problem with all of them or just me? And Trisha thought in her head for a second and went, no, just you. Just you. You're the only person I have a problem with, okay? Now, at this point, Melody is, she's pissed. You can tell she's pissed. Her energy is on a thou, okay? Look, she said, Kimmy did carry the bone and did not get the hell on. No, she did not. She sat right there, child. She did not get the hell on. You're right. But Melody is pissed. She is fire engine red hot. She was already pissed. And let me just say this too. She was pissed when she noticed that the energy changed. Because you walk past the window, because that was a storefront. You walk past the window, you see a bunch of people in there laughing, having a good time. You walk in the door and everybody stops talking. It's going to make you feel away. I don't care who you are. So she already walked in thinking, what was y'all laughing about? You know what I'm saying? Without asking the question, like, okay, well, y'all look like y'all was having a good time before I came over here, but I can see that the mood has changed. And now Mel is like, 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it. I'm just going to call this heifer out. I don't understand what her problem is. And she had already told Kimmy when Kimmy brought her that bone. She had already told Kimmy, I don't understand why Trisha will have a problem with anything. If anybody has a problem, it should be me. Wasn't you in my house effing my husband at the time? Okay, which is why I asked y'all that question at the top of the chat. Let's look at it to see what your answers were. Let's look at it. Hold on. Look how fast the chat is going. $679 of you voted, and I asked the question, are you currently friendly to partners your spouse or ex had relations with in the past? 23% of you said yes, it doesn't really bother me. 63% of you said no, to hell with them then and now. And 14% of you said that you were at the flea market, okay? Interesting. Well, I wanted to know. So the majority of you said if you found out that there was a woman or a man, does not matter, whoever your ex happened to have been, who had relations with someone in the past, They could not currently be your friend. And that is what we've all been talking about for the last couple of weeks. Now, the truth is this. I had already said in some of my previous interviews or reviews that Melody was being a little bit of a Marceau Jr., kind of teasing Trisha about her relationship with Marquez, the breakup or whatever it was. It was funny to her. I even said, why is she doing that? Because you could tell that Trisha's getting pissed off. But at the same time, Mel ain't got no love for no Trisha. She ain't got it. And we ain't going to pretend like she got it. Not even here. We're not going to pretend like there was something that happened that made Mel act away. She ain't going to like Trisha no matter what. Period. And that is what it is. Okay. And Trisha knows it. Okay. She ain't dumb. She's not dumb. And she knows why she don't like her. So that's the first thing. Are you friendly with the ex-girlfriend? Who's the ex-girlfriend? I'm not friendly with anybody's ex-girlfriend. I'm not friends or friendly with men I used to date as boyfriends as a grown-ass woman who's been married for multiple years, child. I still don't like you. It is what it is. I had feelings about you before, and them feelings are what they are till this day. Call it petty, but this is real life shit. I don't care. Okay, what do I look like befriending you? For what? Why? What do we have in common other than that one man's pain? You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I will never talk to you. We're not buddies. And that's how I saw it when I first heard Melody. When I first saw Melody up there, I was like, she ain't gonna like Trisha for nothing. And it does not matter when people were saying, hey, that's in the past and she's over Martell. It don't matter. It don't matter if she's over Martell. She's not going to F with Trisha. It does not matter if Trisha never did anything. It doesn't matter. Those are the facts. Period. Period. You're going to get dropped off at the door. Now, Trisha, unfortunately, did Mel try to work things out? I don't even know if that's true. I said that she did this Scorpio Inquisition where she was basically letting the girl look like a fool. I think she went to the taping of this graduation. She brought the gift, but I also think that she went there knowing I don't like the bitch. I don't like her. I'm going to give her this money for these kids, but I still don't like her. And I'm still going to get these jokes off. I think that's what she went there for. She might say something different, but I know energy. I know what I saw. I know what I saw, and it is what it is. Okay. She was never going to like her, period. She just wasn't. And the same goes for Trisha. Does Trisha have a right to be upset about the jokes? Maybe, but it don't matter. The two of y'all just don't like each other, and that's how they basically resolved it. At the end of the day, Trisha said, I'm cool. When Tisha asked Melody, are you cool? Melody said, hell no, I ain't cool. I don't like her. Absolutely the shit not. Trisha said, I don't give two shits. Well, both of y'all cannot give two shits together, but you're going to have to recognize what you can do and what you can't do. In this space, they can't do it. And that is exactly why I said, and I've been saying for a while, what? If Melody really believed that Destiny and Martell fucked, she would not talk to Destiny at all. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's how you know. She would have the same energy for Destiny that she has for Trisha. Now she has, listen, me and Destiny aren't friends. We can film, but I don't fuck with Destiny. That's her position. She got a whole different energy for Trisha. A whole different energy for Trisha. And that's how I know. That's how I know, because I said, I don't care. When Destiny was at that table and Sonny was going after Destiny, and Mel said, well, you kind of did have some stank energy to Sonny. She wouldn't have give two shits about Sonny dogging out Destiny. I'm not taking up for you. There's some things that we have to pay attention to. What happened between Melody and Trisha was 100% real. That facial expression that Melody makes, This one where she squints and tilts her head to the side, and she wanted to say the word bitch, but she couldn't. And she cussed a little bit in this scene. Okay. She did cuss a little bit. And she was like, I don't know where all this bullshit cussing motherfucker that energy is coming from. But she said, I don't do that. That's how we know. Okay. Now she's cussed Destiny out. She's made it cute. I don't have time for moments. Okay. I was in your facility. You had a chance to talk to me then. You didn't. Goodbye. What else did she say? I got money to make, not friends to fake. And then she made a t-shirt. Okay. We ain't seen that since Evelyn Lozada and Tammy Roman. You a non-mother effing factor, right? And Tammy was like, you don't have to stop selling these damn t-shirts. I don't want to be walking into the mall or the airport and see somebody wearing that t-shirt knowing it's about me. Destiny was hot that Melody was making them damn t-shirts. Melody was so pissed that she didn't even get off a good, one-liner. She didn't even get off a good one-liner on Trisha. She just said, I don't fucking like her. And it's the end of it. Tisha was sitting there with that drink and enjoying herself. Who else? Destiny was sitting on that couch enjoying herself. I see you, Miss Jackson. Yeah, but we have to take this into account. There's certain things that you know in your soul, just like when she was sitting at that table. This is two other things that I need to bring up. When Melody was sitting at the table with Kimmy, and Kimmy said, now both of them said they didn't do anything. They didn't have sex. What did Melody say? I am almost 40 years old. You are not going to trick me with that bullshit. I'm almost 40 years old. Even if they didn't, she might as well had, because I'm never going to feel differently about that girl. Ever. That's how Melody put it. When Melody was sitting at the table with Tisha and Kimmy at the beginning of season 8, and Tisha said, do you really believe that Destiny did something with Martell? She said, I can't put nothing past anybody. That was a different way of talking. I can't put nothing past Destiny. I don't know. Girl, I'm just saying. Sometimes you got to roll up your sleeves. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't want Melody and Trisha to fight. I don't think that's going to be, that ain't going to be a good thing to happen. But that was a real moment. That was a real moment where you get to hear and see everything we heard and saw. Destiny ends up trying to wrap them up. Y'all, we about to have this party and I need everybody to pipe down. If y'all don't have any problems with each other, why y'all so angry, right? Destiny getting her little kicks off until Sunny walks in the door. And then all of a sudden, Destiny's like, shit, I'm sitting here trying to tell them to calm down. And here comes Sunny, knowing that I can't calm down, right? That was a moment. But all the same, I thought it was a decent episode. I actually said that this one had its moments. I enjoyed all the other ones. I enjoyed this one too, but it had its moments. Destiny's whole mood changed when she walked into the door. Her whole mood changed. But Melody said, I'm not about that rah-rah. She's used to fighting men or arguing with men. She said, I don't do that. And I was laughing even then because I was like, Melody, you do argue with men now. Don't do that. We all remember you walking in to, I think Black before it was fully built with your high heels on. Marceau even made a joke talking about Melody walked into the damn building just a switching, right? Melody walked in, looked around, said like it was dusty up in that mofo, and said, this is as far as you got? When you gonna clean up this month? When you gonna have it built? She was cussing Marceau's ass out. She's cussed Marceau out so many times. It's been a pleasure to watch, actually. But she's cussed Marceau out more than anybody on the show. Hell, damn near more than Martell. Like a lot of people are confirming. Someone said that they were working their job in 2019 and they had already knew. Yeah, they had already started sharing a lot of this. I was working at a pediatrics office that was connected to a very popular college, high profile college in St. Louis. And those reports were coming in for us as well. So it was in 2019 is when I remember. We have to give it to Destiny this season because of her transparency. Destiny has actually done more this season than she has in every season prior. In every season prior, Destiny was clammed up, choked up, would not say things, not in confessional, not in real life, or she'd try to make it in this cute little package of a message. Just get it out there. Be a real person. And she has done that this season. I agree. But outside of that, that was it. That was the show. It was actually, like I said, a decent show. It was a decent show. I liked the last scene. The truth of the matter is, Melody ain't talking to Trisha. Trisha needed to give Mel a reason not to F with her. She gave her one. Period. Someone said, Destiny, transparent. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. She gave her one. She gave her one. And for the first time, I think in ever, we have never had this group of ladies sit down at a table and actually say something, like get it all the way out in a way that, you know, was decent. And this time they did. Now, Kimmy did carry that bone for fact. She carried the bone, but y'all know how it works. Forever, they wouldn't even film together because of this kind of stuff. They wouldn't even film together. They wouldn't go into the room together. Now they are, and that's all you can ask for. Hold on. Destiny is going to show her straight ghetto side. Her straight ghetto side next week. Destiny in that damn preview, when them bow legs, her legs are so bow. She went, I'ma say what I want to say. I was like, girl, no, you bet not. That was actually hilarious. Let's say Destiny talks more in these scenes than she had before. Destiny would clam up and she wouldn't talk. And people would try to guess what the hell she was thinking. The rest of the cast they said it was like pulling teeth to get Destiny to talk. This is the first time we've had Destiny talking. This is the first season we've had her talking. Even if she's saying shit you don't like, she's still saying what her feelings are. Okay? But that was really the scene. That was really the episode. I'm gonna tell y'all what I liked about it. I like that they are giving us more humanizing moments with these people, because when you see one person one way all of the time, it is so easy to demonize people and to, you know, make them seem like they have no value. We have to see these people in all situations. So I actually like it. Y'all know what I'm saying is true, but that's okay. That's okay. Throw the first half of what away, Saya. What are you talking about? Y'all know it's true. We have to see these people in all moments. They're parents. They have parents. They're sisters and brothers. There's people that actually love them. And you have to see how those people engage in other situations so that they don't become this one thing only. They get typecast as this one thing. How is Trisha going to be mad that you slept with her husband? So Trisha's holding on that she didn't sleep with him. But like I said, nobody's going to believe her. At this point, it is what it is. So she just has to take it. Oh, throw away the whole show except for the end. Yeah. If y'all only kept the end, y'all'd be fussing about the end too, though. Why did they do it this way? It was supposed to be a party. Why couldn't they just have a party? Y'all have to take the whole show, the show. Yes, we do see Destiny's true self. It's her own fault. But that's it, y'all. Thank you guys for coming over and hanging out with me this fine Sunday. Okay, we get to see what happens next week. I guess we get to see the wedding. I wonder if they only got 14 episodes this season. They were getting 15 episodes for at least, the last 2 years? They've had 15 episodes. So if OWN is cutting back on the episodes, that's not good. All right. That's it. That's all. Thank you guys for coming over, hanging with me for this particular review. What else? Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms, including TikTok, because TikTok is back up. Okay. Follow me on IG too, and Facebook. What else? I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Thank you to all of my moderators, everyone who came into the chat, and I'll catch you on the next one.